How does my sprinkler system waste water and dollars? In a previous video, I talked about how you can determine if you wasted water last year. In this video, I will outline the many ways that waste can occur so you can identify the issues and address the problems with your system. Most landscape sprinkler systems consistently waste water and dollars. According to the EPA WaterSense program, as much as half the water we use outdoors may go to waste. It starts with the design. Whether your design is completed by a contractor, distributor, or consultant, a poor design can waste large amounts of water. Here are a few examples of problems that often occur. Poor sprinkler spacing. This will lead to over-application within the zone. Operating at wrong pressure, high or low. Both will lead to poor coverage, causing zones to run longer and costs to rise. Lack of an acceptable water window. Not sufficient time to complete an irrigation cycle, making you run irrigation at times when it is less efficient. Excess friction loss. Wide variation in operating pressures within the zone, leading to poor water distribution and longer run times. Sun, shade, slope not considered. If not, this can create different water requirements within zones, forcing you to overwater some areas in order to apply the necessary amount of water to other sections. Zone application rates not allowing complete infiltration. If not, runoff will occur and water will be wasted. Zones not separating plant material such as turf, ornamentals, or annuals. All have different water requirements, and this will force you to apply excess water to some areas. After design and installation comes initial programming and setup. How the initial programs are developed and then adjusted going forward will have a huge impact on how your system operates. Here are a few things that often go wrong at this point. Controller is set in the spring to a midsummer schedule and not adjusted during the growing season. Here is a graph example demonstrating how much water is wasted in spring and fall. Sporadic adjustments can lead to under and overwatering. As demonstrated by this bar graph, note how the amount of water being applied does not track with the actual demand. Who will develop appropriate water schedules and make timely adjustments? Often no one is assigned this task, or the person responsible is not capable of making effective program decisions. Does a smart controller make sense for your project? And if so, which one works best for you? Who will set up the smart controller for your project? These decisions will have a huge impact on the efficiency of the system and how much water it uses. Ongoing management. After initial programming, all systems need adjustment to track with actual demand. How are real-time program adjustments made and real-time flow and electrical problems reported? Who is going to provide this function? The controller needs to be adjusted on a timely basis to match water requirements. It needs to interrupt watering schedules for rain, wind, or other factors. System performance should be monitored on a real-time basis. Daily program adjustments should be made as weather and/or soil conditions dictate. Monitoring daily for flow or electrical issues is essential. How will communication between all parties take place? Email, text, controller app, or phone? And do priority levels need to be assigned? are established for different alerts. Reporting. What means do you have to track system performance over time? How are you measuring performance? You can't correct problems if you don't first identify them. Who is tracking system performance? Water use, costs, and plant material health? Are all parties being kept up to speed? Owner or property manager, irrigation service and landscape maintenance contractor, sustainability officer, irrigation consultant. Who is responsible for making sure all parties are working together for best results? There's a real need for a team approach and communication between all parties. What site-specific reports are needed to define system performance? Reports such as alarm summaries, water use analysis. In summary, irrigation systems produce effective and sustainable results when the responsibilities of all parties are clearly defined. In many cases, substantial amounts of water and dollars can be saved. If you would like to know more or need help with design or management of your system, give me a call or send me an email with Save Water in the subject line. Thank you.